Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. And in this video, my god, first of all, where did you come from? All these subscribers, thank you. Wow, I haven't been paying attention to my subscribers as you can tell, but wow. Yeah, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the altcoin season. I'm sure some of you may be wondering, because I am wondering, you know, we are in alt season right now, believe it or not. At least I think I am. Or are we? Well, I'm going to help answer this question. If this sounds interesting to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching, and I will dive into this with you. But before I do so, I need to let you know, I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on the market. So please always do your own research before investing any money. That being said, what you're looking at here is the altcoin season index. Let me explain what alt season means. Because, you know, I know a lot of people do know that are in the crypto space and has been there for a while. But there's new people. Alt season is sort of like where all the altcoins start to blossom and bloom and really pump up high. And, you know, we start seeing insane gains. And you've been seeing this over like V-chains, the Holo chains, and the, you know, the Pundi X's and the Harmonies and the Zilicas. We've been seeing absolute insane pumps. And this site is fantastic to sort of help us and guide us along the way to knowing if we are in an altcoin season. Like I said to you before, when we look at cryptocurrencies, right, and let's take Bitcoin as an example, we look at the dominance. And usually when people are pumping loads of money into Bitcoin, the dominance is high. We've seen it go as high as 80 to 90% in dominance. Right now it's starting to come down. It's at 59%, right? 59.2. I've seen altcoin season at its highest when it's been around 40 to 35%. So, you know, the dominance can kind of tell us if we are in on our way to a really high alt season. But this site also helps as well. It gives us a different look into the altcoin season. Now, let's just take a look at a few things. So, you know, because they pan it over different like periods. Like, you know, they can just confirm it's an altcoin season. You can see if it's a monthly altcoin month season or if it's a yearly month. Get my words out. Not cutting nothing. A yearly altcoin season. We're going to go through all of it because I think this is helpful. I think you need to know things like when is Bitcoin going to the top and when is it going to come down and when is altcoins going to be at the top and when is it all going to fall down. These are important things for all of us because we do not want to miss the top. And you best believe, if you are a patron of mine, you are seeing this video first because that's what's exclusive to you. Shout out to you all. And this is why you should guys, this is why you guys should maybe consider becoming a patron so you don't miss these exclusive things before everyone else. But yeah, if you do want to, I got 7 tiers. Take your pick. I would recommend going for my buy, sell, stake alerts. You don't miss nothing. Then you can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm, you know, how much I'm planning to sell, what price I'm going to sell at, you know, the portion size, all of that. Things that are important to you. Anyway, let's go back onto this because as you can see here, when it's been high near the red, they're actually saying it's been we're in alt season. And when it's been down in the blue, it's been Bitcoin season, meaning everybody's been putting lots of money into Bitcoin. So from this place, from here to here, people were taking out of altcoins and throwing their money into Bitcoin, hence the line coming down. And obviously Bitcoin started to go up in price and blah, 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 blah. But saying that, before this, because let's have a little bit look before, you see, there was some sort of altcoin before, right? And it came down, then Bitcoin started to come. And then obviously after Bitcoin, it started to go down. Anyway, I'm going to sort of show you this on the charts because I wanted to see what it looks like in relation to the charts. Because if you have a look, right here, we're talking where we are sort of around today-ish, or this sort of year, 2021. It looks like we are really high up in the red for alt season, right? And if you look back here, this date here is in where we make March, April, May, June, July, March, April, May, June, the 8th month. So this is sort of like June. No, what am I doing? May, June, July, August. I don't know what's going on in my head. I corrected myself and I feel good and I'll pat myself on the back. What am I laughing for? Anyway. This is showing August time because, you know, the 8th month, May, June, July, August, tapping the table as well. So I wanted to see what it looks like in August because obviously this is a big pump. And to say that this was altcoin season, I needed to see what was going on back then in August 2020. So let's do that. First of all, I brought up Bitcoin. I wanted to see this. Now, when we look at this, it's hard to sort of like comprehend in our heads how there could have been an alt season and things like that when we're seeing crazy high prices like this, right? But you have to remember, we're in a bull run. Let's just bring this back a bit before this happens, and then we can get a better understanding of what really happened. Here you go. Now look, really pay attention, because we had a bear market, and a lot of people were sitting through this, especially after the last alt season and the big bull run and everything else. And if you were like me, you were sitting through this as well, and you saw this drop. I was sitting in Costas. Never forget it. When I was sitting there, and then I saw this just drop. Capitulation. That's what they call it. Actually, you know what I should have brought up as well, just to show you something which can help on this whole thing, right? Wall Street cheat sheet. This is important. I'm just going to grab it up because I think it's important. Open as an image. Does it let me do that? Open new tab. Let me just click on it. Let me see if I can open this as an image in the thingy. Open image in new tab. There we go. This is important because it kind of, most prices, I want to say, no, charts. Let's say charts. Most charts usually work in cycles, and it's been proven to be the case because we've seen it happen before. Now, when you look back here at this little squidge here, this looks just like a little squidge, but this little squidge here is just like this, and I'm going to bring it back to show you so you can see. Look at this. Let it zoom in a bit, or let it do its thing. Anyway, look, back here when it was like 70 quid odd, it did a massive jump up, right up to £600, and then it took a little correction, and we came into a bear market, you see? But when you look at things like this, you don't take it on board. You're just like, really? There's this little squidge. It's a little squidge now because of what's happening prior, going forward. And, when you look at now to where we are now to here, this looks like a little squidge. And that was 2017. Hold on, was it 2017? Yeah, it was. So I'm going to bring that back again just so you can see how they all look similar. This was 2017, and look at the Wall Street cheat sheet. It looks eerily similar to what happens with this cycle, and this is why I want you to pay attention to this. Download this, check it out, save the image yourself. You can search it on Google just like I did, and keep an eye on it, because the euphoria phase is the highest part of the market where everybody's just like shocked. They're just like, oh my god, oh, this money I made, oh my god, it's gonna go higher, it's gonna go higher. Mommy, what is it? It's gonna go higher. What is going to go higher? It's just gonna go higher. What is going to go higher? Mommy, what is wrong with you? Mommy, it's gonna go to bed. Okay, I'm just talking too much. When you just start telling everyone, and then your nan wants to buy, your dad wants to buy, people that you weren't even thinking of wanting to buy just says, actually, you know what, I might want to buy. That's the euphoric stage, and that's what. Get my words out. Stuttering. Now look, that's when people start to sell off, and that's a good sign that you're reaching the top of the market. Keep an eye on this. This is good. It's going to help with, in relation to the altcoin season and everything else, because this sort of predicts like when the whole of the market is going to reach the top and come down. So let's just take a look back at this. Let's take a look back at Bitcoin again, because I wanted to find what happened in August, right? May, June, July, August. Where were we? So yeah, let me just zoom this in again like this. We had a big drop right down here. Massive capitulation. Capitulation is where people are selling off at a loss, something like that. Does it show it in here? Look, like I said, you've got these different phases, right? Let's just have a look down here. Panic. Here you go. Capitulation. After capitulation, there's just anger. I don't want to laugh, but it's the truth. People were just angry because they've seen such high prices. They didn't sell off. They thought it was going to go higher. It dropped, and they're just like, no, it's fine. It might go back up. Then it comes down again. They start getting anxiety. Oh, and then they still haven't sold. I don't know why they're still holding on, because they think they're going to go up again. Look, they're just in denial. No, it's going to go up. No, it's definitely going to go back up. And then at this point, they're panicking. And then down here, it's just capitulation. They've just panicked, and then they've just sold off at a massive loss when they could have had loads of money. I don't want this to be any of you. This is why you should maybe consider becoming a patron, because again, it's better to have some sort of strategy to know when you want to sell and what prices you're going to sell at, than not have no strategy at all. And I know that my other tiers can be higher in price, but I believe it's going to help you guys long term in the long run. It's entirely up to you which tier you want to go for. Again, but my buy, sell, stake alerts, things like this, trust me, my patrons are seeing. The stock to flow ratio is a good thing to look at as well. This kind of shows the market as a whole. This was made by someone called Plan B. Brilliant. So far it's been so accurate. And I use this as well to look at the whole market as a whole when we're going to be at the top and the bottom and blah, blah, blah. Let's just take a look at what's going on, because most of the highs that we've had in the past, the last all-time high. See, I would have thought this would have been classed as an all-time high, right? Well, back then it was, and then it took a nice little drop, came to the line, this whole stock to flow line coming across. I think this is the stock to flow line anyway. It usually says in here the model variance. I know the stock. Here you go, the stock to flow line. That's what it is. At least I think that's what it is, right? And this prints every time. This is basically based on Bitcoin and the halvening. Like, it tells you when the next day is to the halvening and how close they are. And he's worked out a way to predict the price and stuff of where it's going to be, right? And so far it's been pretty accurate. Look at the colors. When it's like an orangey red, it's been high in this sense. It's come down and then it's gone shot up yellow. And then we have a look again. The red has been here this time, and then it's shot up and been green. The colors are significant, but what also plays a significant role is where is the color at the time of this stock to flow ratio line? Because if you have a look here, it came up to, what price was this before? Maybe a couple of £100, $230, and then it reached this line here. As you can see, it's just slightly going up, and it reached this line here, and then that was sort of calling towards the top. It actually went a bit higher than the top, this line. It went a bit higher, and it came up to £1,000, and then obviously it came back down, and then this was the bear market at that time, and then it did it again. Look, this is the 2017 run now, right? Look at the red. And the reason I'm saying look at the red, because look, we're kind of in the red orange, right? So I'm expecting this to go yellow, and then a bit of lime, and then a nice bit of green and some teal green. That's what I'm expecting to see through the whole season and everything else, the run, right? And then obviously come back down, go blue, take a big drop, and then cool off for a bit, and then reverse the trend again. But again, look, it floated around this whole line here. It broke above this line, just like it did here. It broke above the line, then it came down. Look, it broke above the line, and then it came down. I'm expecting this to do the same thing. I'm expecting it to break this line. So it's going to break above the line, go like a limey, nice greeny, tealy color, and then it's going to come down all blue for a nice little a bear market, right? And a little fresh cool off so we can begin again for the next season run. Now, this it's got some jibber jabber in my mouth. Alongside this, powerful. Alongside this, powerful. So I was supposed to show you back in August, right? So May, June, July, August here. This was the last alt season run. I want to check it against here. So, August was here. That was July, August, around here-ish. July, no, weren't. So August, where's August? Here. Okay, so for Bitcoin, it's not really showing, but you can see because this is based on altcoin, right? But I wanted to compare it against Bitcoin first so we can see where August was. August is showing here. We had that spike up, and then obviously August started to correct for Bitcoin, which probably means altcoin started to rise up. I brought up Cardano as an example, and I wanted to see where August was in this sense. So let's have a look. August must have been here. Let's just bring this in a bit. Get my words out before the pump. Let's just bring this in as well before the past. Is this what I want to look at? Let me just see if I can really get it in. What's this? Is this August? That's January. Where's August? Here's August. Let me bring it in a bit more because I really want to be precise with what we're looking at here. Here we go. There you go. So where's March? We had this big drop in March, and we all know about it. We had a massive drop in March because of the vid. That's all I'm calling it. It dropped, and then we started to see massive price rises from then on, and it went right up. So this, in a sense, would have been the alt season, because if you look here, Cardano was a penny. Mad, crazy, ludicrous. Boom. How many of you would have loved to have got Cardano at a penny? I bet most of you did. Bit of silence there. What am I laughing for? Anyway, and then obviously over the months, we saw a big pump. It did like a 10x gain. Look, 11 pence, 10x gain, 11x gain. So for me, that's what this was showing here. But we know that Cardano went higher in the past. We know that from then, Cardano actually had massive pumps. So this chart, this alt season chart, doesn't seem to be showing a lot of stuff. That's because we're on the yearly. Look over here, the 1 year. Watch what happens when we change it to all. Because again, I thought we were quite high. I thought, shit, I shouldn't be swearing. I thought we were quite high looking at this. Watch what happens now. My God. You can see that, yes, we're in altcoin season, but we have still got a long way to go. All of this My God, 2017, look, this is what really happened. And this is the spike that we saw here. This is the spike that we saw here. You see, we haven't seen this yet, guys. We haven't seen this crazy all up here. Like, it's just blocking out. You can't even see it. If you could see this, it'd be right up towards my screen and off the screen and in the neighbor's house. It would just be super high. But it goes up to the max of 100, and it was up there for the longest time. 2017, you can see it. My God. So I think we've still got a bit more pump to come for the altcoins. And I've been saying this. This is why I believe like the Harmonies and the Zillicas, they're going to be doing some crazy highs. And then obviously we will have a call-off period. If you guys want to check this, just type it in. I just typed in altcoin season index and it came up. You can do this as well. But yeah, and obviously sell it to all, and then you can see a big difference. Let's just quickly take a look at this before I leave you guys. So, sorry, some burp action there. Are we in an altcoin month season? You can usually tell if we are. It says no, we are not in an altcoin month season. You know when you're in an altcoin month season when 75% of the top 50 coins are performing better than Bitcoin over the last 30 days. We haven't had that yet, you see? So we're not in a month season. We could be close, but not yet. All 50 coins, they're saying, have to be performing better than Bitcoin. That's what a month season is. Let's take a look at a yearly alt season. Are we in a yearly alt season? No. They're saying no, because 75% of the top 50 coins have not performed better than Bitcoin. When you see that happen, then we'll be classed in a yearly alt season. And, you know, just to confirm if we are in an alt season overall, well, you know, this is saying 86%, you know, that will say yes, we are actually in an alt season. But, you know, again, looking at this overall on the all chart instead of the 1 year, the all, I still think there's a lot more to go to you know, to really stretch this alt season. I hope this was helpful to you. It's a bit different because I haven't done anything like this. I needed to share it with you. We need to see things like this. And again, if you want to be the first to see it and you don't want to miss out, become a patron. You know, I share my stuff with patrons. They can see when I'm buying and selling and things like this. They're going to see this video first. And yeah, if it was helpful to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all watching. Mad, where you all come from with the subscribers? I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, I'm just too much now. I'm not cutting nothing. Let's do a shout out to my patrons. Are you ready for this list? Because I got new Patreon names. My God, the list just goes on and on. Got to prepare for this one. Shout out to Daniel Atkins, Toyin Oteri, Glenda, It's Time, Kora Black, SM, iDan, Tehseen Waheed, Tony Dam, Marco Costante. I want to just change my screen here so you can see something a bit more nicer. Jazz, Azzawi, Michael, AJ, Frank C623, Clarence Dennison, Huncho Da First, Christopher Johnson, Jacob Adams, Mr. Anonymous, Captain Goodsmoke, Suraj Shukla, Lewis Roach, Latasha F, Axial, Carlos Rocha, Mr. Tough Food, Damaris, Naj Bogan, Dan Cox, Rahul the God, Dante Kennedy, RG Brittany Bizzle, Raful Kakinski, Max, Kenneth Whitley, Wisem, Marcelo Trevino, Ridiux Robinson, I think I said that right that time, Manny Sanchez, Catherine Chung, Tyrone Samuel, Stephen Edward, Luca Reno, Abiola, Rachel Mack, Dwayne Suda, Evan Fong, Bola, Pamela Williams, Brandon, Stacks on Racks, Stan Carl, Rick, Geoffrey Williamson, Eric Eubank, Omar Thomas, Casper Nell, Aaron Davis, Damian Hunter, Rion Wade, I'm getting there guys, Restored by Life, Ali Jill, CCP269, Good Feels Nice, Aaron White, Lucas, because it's got a Z at the end, Albert Lynn, Aaron B, For Honor Man, Dominique, Alexander Mangian, Will W, Peter Stoddart, Belinda Spencer, trust me, there's loads. Eric Foreman, I almost got your name mixed up there. Simeon, Fatima Price, Shwanda Owens, Trey, Paul Parminder, Tanner McLaren, Josh Wills, Ashley Lee, Tom Baird, Marcel S. Os K, JF1905, Kevin Ward, Sazavi, Michael Keel, Christopher Hoss, Radiana Mativa, Marcos Jank, Chris Steed, Peter Moza, Chris C. I'm doing quite well. Jesus. Andy Helmuth, Yi Yoke Shek. I'm getting there. Where am I? D Swearing, Ephraim Baraki, Andrea Hardin, Poseywo, Eric T Moore, M Klassen, because it's got like an ass in, Gerard Miller, Kelvin, Badden Ball, Giovanni Mendez, William Fox, S. Jar, Claudette Homiliosa, powerful name like Wingardium Leviosa. Shams Jan, Shakir Hussein. Listen, I found your name and I know it now. Making sure I say it right this time. Shakir Hussein, Jeff Tomtich, Ricardo Hernandez, JB, Paul Lamorex, I think I said that right, Limara Lee Seeley, Cody Harris, Melissa, oh it's a Z, Melissa, and S. My God, thank you all so much. Truly appreciate your support. And all the new patrons, I see you too. Thank you. They're coming in every day because they need help. They can see exclusive content, my buy, sell, stake alerts, all of this stuff if they're in the correct tier, right? But thank you all for watching again. Thank you all for being a patron. Always helps me in my channel. And yeah, thanks. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.